Yeah, it's a new competition that is starting right now. Obviously, finishing third give us the home advantage, I would say, for this game. We had a couple of days to prepare this confrontation against Austin. It's important to win the first game. I would say try to get a positive result for the feelings, for the confidence. But as we can see, there is no easy game at this stage of the competition. We need to play at our best in front of our crowd, use the energy, and deliver a really good performance.
So, Derek with the Korea Daily. So, you and Sonny previously had a lot of big matches in England, and from your perspective, and also tomorrow's game is also going to be a big game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, from your perspectives, how does Sonny usually prepare for those big matches?
Well, obviously you have your own performance to prepare, but at the same time, with his status, he's one of our leaders. He's got experience and a lot of maturity, and he tried to lead, the team, the players around him. Try to bring, his knowledge of the game, of the competition, his experience, and and try, to give the best to the team, but we know how important is Sonny, and for sure is going to play a big part of our team performance, because he's the kind of player that can decide, the result and can make the difference at any time of the game. So the first thing is to prepare as a team ourselves, to deliver a good performance, and then obviously individually we need to increase our performance, increase our game, and try to dictate the game that we want.
As a team captain, how do you see the current team's condition?
As I just mentioned, if we look at the 10-12 last games, we built some strong performances. We got the third place in the regular season, and it gives us the home advantage. It's a new competition that is started, so we need to create a momentum, a positive momentum, and take game by game. Don't see too far, it will be a mistake from us. We just need to be focused on the moment, on our opponent, and take one game at a time.
From your experience last year, first time in the playoffs, it was Vancouver second to last in the 3-game series, so 4 out of 5.
Yep.
Similar potential here against Austin. When you face the same team so many times in a short period, what's that like? That's not often that happens in other leagues. Is it more of a chess match with adjustments? How did you see it playing out last time, and what do you expect from this experience?
Yeah, even if the last 2 games we faced Austin, it was a different context. We cannot forget that we lost our 2 games against them in the regular season, so it gives us a little bit this game perspective. Also, at this stage of the competition, I believe that every details can change the game, can dictate the game, and set pieces, transition, tactical positioning, using our high pressing. We do it well at home, and then I think right now the mental has to be part of our game. It's one aspect of the game. We have to be strong in any circumstances. Dictate the tempo of the game, and play at our best. I mean, just the win matters. So I believe we had a couple of good days of training, and now it's just place to the competition.
They obviously in both the matches capitalized in one moment. They didn't create very many chances against you guys, but they took the chance they had in the set pieces. Is there more of a focus in your minds on set pieces going into an Austin series, considering they hurt you twice that way? And how do you think you guys have done in set pieces? How is the end of the season?
It's not only about how they created the chances against us or how they scored their goals against us. It's more about how can we improve our performance. We didn't create much both games against them. We used to create a lot of chances. We used to test more often the keepers than we did against them the last two games. So it's more about how we can create spaces, how we can attack their boxes and be more efficient, more effective in the final third. But again, it's not about one or two players. It's about how we can create movement with our offensive players, how we can bring our wing backs, to make the difference one side or the others. It's at the end is a team performance. Obviously, we need our best players at their best. We know that Denis or Sonny can make the difference, but also we can only rely on them. We really need to step up as a team and to make a strong performance.
And last one for me. You're at the end of another long season in your career. How do you feel about your year in particular, and how are you feeling physically? You took a pretty hard knock against St. Louis, which is you've recovered well from, but the challenge of the season for you, what was it like?
Well, it's been a long season and it's not finished yet. I feel good physically. I recovered quite well after this bad shock at St. Louis, but I'm just focused right now on the playoff. I want to deliver the best that I can. I want to help the team, and I want to progress, as far as we can in this competition. And then we will see for next year. But I think we are in a really good relation, and there is a trust, between the club and myself, and so it's not a problem at all. Right now we are all focused on the playoff.
We'll move to take questions online, starting with Paul Tenorio. Paul, go ahead.
Thanks so much. Thank you, Hugo. I have a question that's a bit different than what you've gotten so far. I covered the U.S. men's national team and had a chance to speak with Jesus Perez, working on the story about him and his role with Mauricio's staff. I know that obviously you played under that staff and know them quite well. I wonder if you could share some thoughts and some memories of working with Jesus, specifically what he brings to Mauricio's staff and what kind of his interactions are like with the locker room. Well,
when I first met Mauricio Pochettino and his staff, I think I was 27 at Spurs, and it was an important moment of my career. I will say that if you don't do the right thing in training, your physical capacity can start to drop. So and at that time I introduced a lot of gym work with the help of Jesus and Tony Jimenez, and he helped me to maintain my my speed, my agility, my power, and he helped me to even get better in my game and in my performances, and I still do things, it's part of my routine that I learned from them at that time, and so that's one of the aspects, you know, of my job that you know, they had a big influence.
Did you feel that, you know, some of the people I spoke to Ryan Mason the other day, he said that Jesus kind of sometimes was maybe the liaison between the coaches and the players. Did you experience that as well? What kind of personality did he have that made him the right fit to talk and work with players on the day-to-day basis?
Yes, he was the eyes and the ears of Mauricio. He was really involved in the sessions, you know, and on and off the field, also in the gym, and he took a big part, you know, in our physical condition, and I think he deserves a lot of credit, you know. I believe that in the shadow of a big manager there is always big assistants, you know, and Jesus is one of them. He's a really bright person, really intelligent, and he knows really well his job, and he has a big knowledge of the game, but also on the fitness wise, and it's really easy for him, you know, when he get into a new job to adapt and to bring his style of work.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Pleasure.
Okay. Thank you, Paul. And last question will go to Jim Alexander.
Hi, Hugo. Thank you for your insightful answer so far. I wanted to ask you, you've been through so many competitions, you know, internationally and club-wise. When you come to the MLS playoffs, you've done this already before, but do you get excited for it? Is this like a change now for you too, that now everything matters, every little thing can change a game? Does it excite you like it did when you were going into knockout stages in Champions League or some international competitions? Is this a similar feeling for you, or what's your sort of approach when you enter the MLS playoffs, which are a little bit different than other competitions?
No, I believe we cannot compare my MLS experience to my European experience. It's very different. So you have the regular season, obviously, you are fighting all the year to get the best spot that you can. And then the second part is the playoff, that you play for trophies. And it's really short. And also doesn't matter how you perform during the year. If you are at your best, if you manage to create a positive momentum, you can succeed. So it's a different way to manage the season in MLS compared to Europe, because Europe, any result can change the dynamic of the team, and it's all about points to reach the European spot, and also the trophy. If you want to win the league, you need to finish first. Here is a different approach. Yeah.
Thank you, Jim. And last question to Scott French. Scott?
I'm sorry, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we got you.
Okay, wonderful. Hi, Hugo.
Hello.
You've spent much of your career next to Sonny, and I'm just wondering your perspective on what how he has changed this team, how he has prepared, the impact he can have going into the playoffs, and just what he's like as a teammate, what he's like to play with.
No, Sonny used to have this responsibility. He used to have a big influence on his team, on his teammates. You know, it's not only on the field but also off the field. He's someone really positive. Brings a lot of energy, and also likes to give confidence to his teammate around him. But you can see already his impact. You know, it's been only a couple of weeks now, but his influence is huge. You know, and obviously we all want to see Sonny succeeding in the MLS, and we need to work even harder, you know, to help him, you know, to achieve what he wants and what he comes for, you know.